What's going on, you guys? It's Coach Keish. Clap it up for yourself. We back. It's Monday, top of the week, and today we're going to be addressing fear. What is it that you fear? What are you fearing? What is fear? And we're going to be getting over that. And, I want to say for the new year, but let's not act like we still got time on the clock. We still got about 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks of this year. And so we can start facing those fears early on. I see the word courage, I think, is back. Stronger sorry. Stronger is back there, but I want you to just think about what is something that you're fearing, and we're gonna get into it. So what is fear? Fear is really, a lot of times it's in our imagination, right? It's the fear that something or someone might happen, or some kind of what is it? Something dangerous might happen, right? And a lot of times the fears that we have are not even true, right? It's like going out and doing something in your life and being like, but what if this doesn't work? But what if that doesn't work? What if this doesn't work? And the funny thing about our brain is that it's like naturally trained to think about what doesn't work. What if this doesn't work, right? And the reason our brain does that is because it's supposed to be protecting us, right? It's supposed to look out for the negatives and the things that could arise that could not have such a positive feeling or impact, and kind of protect us from that. And so we have to train our brain, right? We got to train our brain to stop looking for the protective of what if this happens, what if that happens, what if it doesn't go like this, what if it doesn't go like that, and train our brain to say, but what if it does go well, right? So sometimes it's like public speaking, right? I know a lot of people have a problem with public speaking, and I did, and I think I'm getting way better at it, but I even have a surprise for y'all coming up. I got some real cool videos coming up, but public speaking, and I find that a lot of people are nervous about that one, right? Because they say, I think the main fears that come up is, are people going to understand what I'm trying to say? Am I going to look like a fool? Am I going to sound intelligent? Am I going to stumble over words? But the thing is that when we think about releasing ourselves from that, right? When it's like, but what if we say something that can change somebody's life in that room? But what if we say something that might encourage someone else to become a better version of themselves? What if we don't mess up, right? What if we become a better speaker because of these things? What if we are able to overcome our fears? How do we feel? When we start thinking of those things, the second group of things power me up more than the negative things, right? Because if I never take that second step to power myself to become a better public speaker, then I will never be able to feel that gratitude. But as long as I keep standing in the what ifs of what if people don't understand me and stuff like that, it's just gonna constantly drag me down and put me in my shell. And so when we think of fear, the way we combat fear, the way we overcome our fears is by thinking about the greatness that can happen, right? What if I become a great speaker if I overcome these things? My favorite speaker or a person who had a story is T.D. Jakes, right? And the reason why is because I think even if you're watching this, even if you ain't never really been to church, I'm sure you've seen T.D. Jakes on a TikTok or something like that. You've seen him somewhere in a little quick reel. And the reason why is because he's one of the most profound speakers in the world today. But let me tell you something. T.D. Jakes started off like my boy, I'm not trying to come at him, but he was trash. He told us himself he was trash, right? He had the same kind of fears, right? He said he literally used to go in front of a crowd and his hands would be shaking, and he would stutter when he would speak to crowds, right? But you know what happened? There was something in his mind that clicked that said, what if I do well? What if I do get over this? And now he is one of the most profound speakers in the world. And now he changes. I would go as far as to say millions, but I'll say thousands, because I know he's touched thousands of people, right? And not only that, now he's building his lineage. His daughter came up after him, and she speaks about having the same issues that he had, not around stuttering, but around feeling incapable when going in front of a crowd, feeling incapable about her own flaws in life, and that people would judge her. But what we have to realize is that when we embrace our fears, when we embrace them, they have to go away. And so when and I'm keeping it around public speaking today because I think that that's just one that's common. But what I realize is even when you go in front of a crowd and you feel nervous, and acknowledging the fear, it has to go away, right? It's the things that we don't acknowledge that's tend to linger, right? If you think someone, if you like someone and you don't acknowledge it or whatever, I don't know. I don't want to go into that, but if you have a goal but you have fears that are unacknowledged, then the fears will haunt you. But the moment you look at the fear in its face and say, why am I fearful? What is that? Why am I fearful of commitment? Why am I fearful of honesty for myself? Why am I fearful of these things? Then you start to be able to have answers, okay? And so when you can find answers, you can overcome those things. But if we never ask why, then that fear just grows and grows and grows. And so I wanted to just tell us, like, you know, meditate on what will go well if you do this. What will go well if you follow your dreams for 2024, or even the next 3 weeks or 2 weeks or today? What will go well for you? Who attached to that will be able to benefit from that? How will you grow as a person? Focus on those things, because the more we focus on the fear, that's what's being hindered our growth, the people connected to us, all of these different things. And then also forget what everybody's thinking, right? I'm gonna do this activity where, you know, sometimes I fear like telling certain, well, not really, but you know, sometimes I just wonder like what people will think. Or so we're gonna go out. I'm gonna be showing this. I gotta buy a couple things, but I'm gonna be bringing my team out. We're gonna be going into the communities, and they don't even know this yet, so I hope they're not watching this. But I'm gonna just have them do a facing your fear activity, where I'm just gonna set the microphone up and they're gonna talk to a crowd of strangers. Because number one, we're gonna practice just throwing ourselves in our fear. When you become comfortable in uncomfortability, it becomes regular to you, right? So I want to make sure that they're growing in that. And then secondly, because you never know who, by us stepping out and sharing our life story, or sharing something about us in a world or a room, or wherever we are in a room full of people who don't know, you never know who that might power up to want to start sharing their story, or find that they're not alone. So that's going to be a way that we are facing our fears for the rest of this year and moving forward. So look out for those videos. And yeah, y'all. So thank y'all for watching this video. And I encourage you to just think about it. Whatever the fear is, whatever it is that you want to do, whoever it is that you see yourself being, why do you fear your greatness? Why do you fear it? And then go do something uncomfortable that makes you have to face it. If you're scared to talk to somebody, just walk up and talk to them. If you're scared to post a painting, I've been doing, that's another thing before I leave. I've been doing a lot of things. Like I have this thing where that's a good one. I have this thing where I record voice notes, right? But I only listen to them by myself in my car or with my headphone in. But recently, I just uploaded to SoundCloud. I might not get no views. Matter of fact, I'll drop it in here so y'all can hear my embarrassing singing, my thoughts, all of that. It's not even a real written song, but I just decided to post it. Why? Because it's my way of facing my fear of like, why do you care if someone thinks this song sucks? Do you like it? You listen to it, right? So why do you care? Why do you care that you stumble over some words in a song, or that you made off the top of your head? Why do I care? And so this season is about not caring or not fearing what other people think, but just stepping into it and doing it courageously. Because being courageous is not something that you become just one day you wake up and say, today's the day to be courageous. Being courageous is by you jumping into it, and eventually you start to roar like a lion. Hope that makes sense, you guys. Thank you for watching this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, share it to somebody who you want to see do great this year. Say, listen, we got fears. We about to face it, okay? We fear facers. So I love you guys, and have a wonderful day, and I'm out. Peace.